What's up, dudes? Gritty here, Gritty's Gear, and today I got a double review for you guys. Um, I'm actually doing a double review of these two knives because I've actually already sold them. You guys recently know that I bought a Koenig Arius here recently, and bottom line is, guys, I'm not made out of money and I need to free up some funds. So I had to pick some knives out of the collection to go, and these were it. I like both of these knives, but obviously I just like the Koenig Arius more. So that's just the way it goes sometimes, guys. And it is what it is. When you're trying to fund this hobby and you have something really expensive that you want, sometimes you got to bite the bullet and let go of some of the things that just aren't quite doing it for you. But that's not taking away anything from these knives. They're both very good knives. Um, and I'm double reviewing them instead of doing it separately. A couple of you guys have commented in the past saying that you really liked when I did the triple review of the couple of Finch knives that I had. And you said that you really liked that and how I kind of just like mowed it down on the review. I went through each knife and just told you guys what I liked and what I didn't like about each knife. So I actually really enjoyed filming that video. So I figured why not do something similar again. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to move this one out of the way. And we're going to start off with the Pena Knives X Series Bronco. Now this knife I bought on impulse on the edge when we had Ben from Jack Wolf Knives. He has one of these, and me and Kevin left the EDC both bought one. Now I did not do an unboxing or anything like that on this knife. I just pretty much got it, put it in my pocket, and carried it. It's a really cool knife. It comes with this really nice leather pocket slip right here with the orange stitching. Very well done. Fits pretty good in the back pocket, or it's a little too big to fit in that fifth pocket of your jeans. If you got bigger jeans, I'm sure you could do that. But really, for me, I carried it in my back pocket. So, but this is really well done, really supple leather. One of the nicer quality pocket slips that I've gotten. So, this particular one comes with the black linen micarta inlay on here, which is kind of raised a little bit off the titanium handles, which is kind of cool. And this is a slip joint, guys. And if you guys do not know, I am a bit of a slip joint connoisseur. I do like me a good slip joint. I have a few. I don't have a huge collection of slip joints, but I have a few, and I am a fan. This clip point blade is just sexy, guys. This particular knife I actually sold to another YouTuber. I believe his Instagram name and YouTube is called Fat Man Adventures. His name's Danny. He's such a cool dude. Me and him talk back and forth. He is actually in Sweden, and that's where this knife is going to be headed. And he's just a really cool dude. Me and him talk back and forth, and they got some crazy knife laws over there and stuff. So I know in like Europe, slip joints are the bee's knees because that's mainly what's legal over there for them to carry. So, and Danny was very interested in this knife. So shout out to Danny. I will leave a link to his, I'll leave his Instagram down below and a link to his YouTube channel down below as well for you guys to check out. But he was very interested in this knife. So let's break this knife down by materials, and then we'll go into ergonomics and carry and what I think about it. So with the materials, you got a titanium handle, brown micarta inlay or natural micarta inlay, which is very nice. S35 VN blade on this. This, I believe, was Pena's first X Series knife. So they did start out with S35 VN on these, and then they moved to M390. So S35 on the blade, you do have this belt satin type grind right here. Beautiful swedge on that clip point. Very, very slicey blade on here, guys. I have cut myself with this knife during a live stream by accident, so I can attest that it is sharp. Very nice right here. Very nice sharpening tool right here. You do have torque screw construction on here. The back of the spine on this guy is done very well, very seamless. You cannot feel any transitions between the spine of the blade and the titanium. I mean, it's just very well-rounded. And this is a bigger size slip joint, guys. This isn't necessarily something super small. This is what I would consider a full size slip joint. It's a pretty big boy. It's got some weight behind it. There is no, I don't know if you guys can see in here. There is no internal milling in here on the titanium. So this is a thick boy, okay? No internal milling. This has got some weight behind it. Now, there is two big features to this knife that I think make it excel over other slip joints. Number one is the size and the ergonomics. This thing just melts in your hand, and the size of it makes it a very usable EDC knife. It's not super small like some other slip joints. This is like, it fills your hand. I can get all four fingers on here and just get a super comfortable grip. And because there's no pocket clip back here, I can really bear down on this and get some work done. Now, the second thing that really excites me about this, for some people, this may be a con, and for some people, this is going to be a plus. It just depends on your preference. But this pull on here, I mean, it is a strong ass pull. I would give this an 8 out of 10. And what I mean by that is 1 being my 5-year-old could open it, and 10 being I'm ripping off my nails in that nail nick trying to get it open. I would say this is an 8. This is very, very strong. And what I mean by that is, do not put your fingernail in here and try to do it that way. You will rip your freaking fingernail off. You kind of have to pinch grip it right here and then pull. And you hear that snap? That is just insanely strong. The good thing about that is some people are weary about slip joints, about them closing on them. With that hard of a pull, you'd really have to be doing something stupid with this in order to close it on you. You'd have to be doing something probably that you're not supposed to be doing with a knife to begin with in order to get this to close with you. This gives you a lot of security and peace of mind using it, knowing that it's not going to close on your fingers. So that's a huge plus to this thing. But yeah, guys, so this one, and as you can see, it's got dead centering. I mean, the fit and finish is phenomenal on this. It's just a little big for me. That's mainly it. It's just a little big for a slip joint. And I have other slip joints that are smaller that I could fit into the fifth pocket of my jeans because I mainly use them as a secondary carry. This one could easily be a primary carry for somebody. But some people, if you're carrying them in your back pocket, it should be fine. But that pull, I mean, if you're worried about that, go with confidence on one of these. I don't think these are available anymore. I got this at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, and I think me and Kevin got like the last few that they had. So I think these are discontinued now. So if you're interested in this particular model, you're going to have to hunt it down on the secondary market. So overall, I really like the knife. It's just a little big for me. The weight kind of got to me a little bit. But overall, this thing is a pretty sweet slip joint overall. And I'm really glad I tried a Pena slip joint because I think he really started it out with something very, very cool. And I'd like to see him do something smaller and a little bit lighter as far as slip joints. I know right now he's doing the thing where he does the traditional patterns and he's making them into front flippers. But if he did another run of slip joints and just scaled them down and maybe milled some pockets into that titanium to lighten it up a bit, even if he kept it at this size and just made it a little bit lighter, I probably would have liked it a little bit more. So, but yeah, guys. So that is the Pena Knives Bronco. And like I said, I'm just mowing through this review, going over what I like and what I don't. So yeah, there's that one. Now this one, I was kind of hesitant to sell because I just got it not too long ago. And it's Star Wars, guys. And I'm a nerd, so I love Star Wars. So that was the reason why I was kind of hesitant on letting this one go. But this is the Giantmouse Ace Riv Urban EDC Supply Exclusive Stormtrooper Edition. This is a small knife, guys, and you guys know I do dig on the smaller knives. I did, however, get something that kind of replaced this for me. So it took over that role for me. So I don't necessarily need another small knife in the collection. I got a bunch of small knives in my collection, so I really don't need another one. So let's go over what I love first. First of all, it's Riot made. Immediately when I hear that something's Riot made, I already like it even more. So it's no secret to anybody that follows my channel. Riot is one of my favorite OEMs, guys. So that is a huge plus for me. The second, it's a Vox design. Just for Voxness is one of my favorite knife designers because he makes knives that are extremely ergonomic and made to be used as a knife. I think he makes really good looking knives, but he also makes them very practical. And what I mean by that is, look at this ergonomics right here. Look at this choil. Look how it locks my fingers in for it being a small knife. Look where the jimping is. Right where it needs to be. It makes a small knife a very usable knife. That is just such a huge plus for me. And he did that on the F5.5, which I still need to do a review on. I am so far behind, guys. I have been so busy lately. I just haven't had the time. But yeah, guys. So this one's got the Jade. This one has the white G10 on it. Titanium backside right here. And everything's been blackened and PVD coated, all black hardware, all black everything. This one is rocking M390 blade steel on here. I love the fact that you got multiple deployment options. I can spotty flick this, no problem. See, that's one of the things I don't like right there is that double clutch. You can do the flipper tab, no problem. It's lightweight. Makes a great secondary. Again, fifth pocket of your jeans. Goes in there no problem. You can easily primary carry this. I have done that. Centering is great on this guy. Not bad at all. I mean, it's performed phenomenally for me, guys. So, let's jump into what I don't like. This is something that's not particular to this knife. It's just all of Giantmouse knives, especially the ones with the wire clip. I don't understand why they can't go to the butt of the knife, especially on a knife this size. That just, it bugs me. I don't know why they can't do that, but for whatever reason, you know, they decide to do what they do. I don't know, but I would like to see it go to the butt of the knife, and that's something I say pretty much every single time whenever I see a knife like this. I just wish it would go to the butt of the knife, especially on these smaller knives. So that is one negative. Second negative, this flipper tab, if you're not watching, because it is a small knife, I wind up putting my hand over here, and if I put any lock bar pressure, I have slipped off of this and had a hard time getting open the knife with the flipper tab. Now, I have learned over time just to be really light on my hand right here, and it opens just fine. And it kind of became second nature after the first day I got it. But it is something to note that some of these tiny knives do have a little bit of lock bar sensitivity, or where your hand placement is on them when you're using that flipper tab. It can be a little bit of a pain. So it's not the biggest deal, but it is something that I consider a negative. And probably the biggest negative for me, and it sounds petty, kind of sounds stupid, but the white G10. It just gets dirty. You have to clean it. It's more maintenance. And I am extremely lazy. I like to do the least amount of maintenance as possible. I maintenance my knives when I need to, but I'm not the type of guy that's going out of my way to take them apart and clean them and stuff like that. And this just is going to require extra attention that I don't want to do. You know, I love the black and white and matches my channel colors and stuff. But yeah, it's just not doing. It looks really awesome. I love it, but it's just the lazy part of me that's like, do I really want to keep having to clean this or worry about it getting dirty? And then with my OCD, it's going to bug me and I'm going to have to clean it. That kind of stuff just bugs me. I know it sounds stupid, but it is a thing. Would I get it dirty? I mean, I've carried it a few times. I haven't carried it enough to where it would, but if this was my daily driver, I assume that I would have to really maintain this. So that's probably like my biggest negative on it. Other than that, and the clip right here, and just having a little bit of problem with the flipper tab, which isn't a problem now. Other than those three things, I think this knife is fantastic. It is not a drop shutter, but look how light that blade is. And when that flipper tab hits your thumb, it makes you want to double clutch. So you got to put it here, and then you can get it down. It's not, you know, anything to be going nuts over, but it does work. So, yeah, see, it is a shake shutter. But yeah, ultimately, this white scale right here, it just requires a little extra care. And to some people, it's worth it to them to have it because it's Star Wars, you know. But, and this is an exclusive, you know, you can't just go on Giantmouse's website and buy this particular version. So I get the appeal. But yeah, that's my pros and cons to this thing. I think overall it's a fantastic knife. I love the smaller knives, and I love the design of this. Ergonomically is where this thing shines. It's just so comfortable for such a small knife. That is the best thing about this, other than it being Riot made and M390 blade steel. So, but yeah, guys, that is my quick review of the Pena Knives Bronco and the Giantmouse Ace Riv Urban EDC Supply exclusive Stormtrooper. That is it, guys. That's what I like and what I don't like. I do have to get these knives shipped out tomorrow, so I'm trying to speed through this because I have to film a couple other videos as well tonight. So I'm glad you guys bared with me and just listened to the bare bones review. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next one.